Hi guys! Many of us like shooting videos, but it's so rarely that we get a chance to find and capture something really interesting. And it just happens so that most of the fun stuff gets captured by surveillance cameras. And when you look at some of those videos, you kind of think to yourself, what the hell is that? Or what's going on there? So today we have some very interesting security camera videos for you guys to enjoy. So let's watch. This first footage is pretty crazy. It shows a very unfortunate tryout. First of all, it makes you wonder what runs through those people's heads. Clearly, the glass is too big to fit inside a tiny lift. I don't know what they expected, but at least it's a good thing that nobody got seriously injured or died. It's a bummer that the glass broke and it seems like the lift got damaged, but apart from that, it's fine. Alright, this next video is kinda wild. I mean, you don't see a roof fly off like that every day. And again, nobody got hurt and the workers had an extra day off. What's not to like? Have you ever seen a road explode? Like literally right under your car. This stuff happens, you know? Have a look. Was it the massive worm or some kind of enormous creature? We don't know. It was most likely a burst pipe. Either way, it looks terrifying and very dangerous. Have a look at this man. He's a superhero. Very rarely you see a dad like this. Look at him go with all those bags in his arms and a kid on his shoulders. The ultimate daddy. And that's not even it. He goes and grabs another one of his kids from the back seat. And then that's something. There's nothing wrong with enjoying your favorite music. Although sometimes you better watch out because there are many people who are completely and utterly out of their minds. Like this lady. Wonder what's gone into her silly little empty head. Carrying 4 tires on a bike is easy when you have a companion who's ready to sacrifice him or herself to become a transporting unit. We don't know who's that sitting behind the driver, maybe it's his girlfriend. If so, then it's very interesting to know how he persuaded her to do this. But seriously, you should never do stuff like that, guys. It isn't safe. Many criminals plan their affairs over and over again until they come up with what they think is a perfect robbery. This security cam footage shows us a very unfortunate culprit who couldn't perfect his plan. He almost stole that bike though. Almost did it, but then it got stuck in the gate and couldn't push the bike through. In the end, we see another figure, a watchman probably, with a spade in his hand, ready to smash the skull of a silly young man. Either this guy forgot he's riding a lift where everyone can see him, or he just doesn't give a damn. I think it's the latter. Actually, I think it's got some pretty cool moves. Here's another elevator dancer worthy of your attention. Thinks nobody can see her. Well, lady, many people admire your little dance this very moment. Sometimes you just feel so sleepy you can't resist. Although it's possible this man actually traveled in the luggage compartment. How very original if that's true. I mean, it still can be a suitcase in the shape of a human. Anything's possible these days, you just never know. And this funny guy thought he could make fun of those 2 girls by blowing a very loud horn right behind their backs. Unfortunately, one of the girls got scared. She dropped her smartphone. It's kind of funny, but not for that girl, that's for sure. Have you guys ever seen this kind of pickup truck? I have zero idea what happened to it, but it's real. I mean, it seems weird it can move, but you're seeing what I'm seeing. A real loader driver should be accurate, attentive, and have good reaction. This guy is a real professional. This stuff is safe with him, you can tell. Some people are genuinely afraid of elevators. Seems to me like this guy might be very well one of them. Imagine a bunch of dudes wearing masks rush inside when you were just about to go out. Poor guy was brutally forced to stay inside. If you guys don't have a front door camera, maybe it's time you get one. Not only you'll enhance your security, you'll also be able to sleep tight at night. And you'll get a chance to receive lovely messages from your pretty girlfriend. It seems like danger is everywhere we go. Sometimes you're being lucky without even realizing it. Like if this girl left a few seconds later, she would get buried under a huge pile of snow. She wouldn't die, but it would certainly be very unpleasant and possibly traumatic experience. Imagine you enter an elevator and you see the floor disappear from under your feet. It's a kind of situation where most people would be scared to death. Both frightening and funny at the same time. Only those who have nerves of steel would appreciate a joke like that. What do you guys think about this lovely mother? Should there be some kind of punishment for such irresponsible behavior? I think it should be. This crazy woman must be insane. She's got a kid sitting in front, for God's sake. Now imagine you're a raccoon trying to get inside a house through a cat hole, hoping to find some food or something. And then you see a ravenous cat running your way, getting ready to get your ass whooped. They don't teach you this in driving school, but in modern times anything can happen. A chopper landing in the middle of the road is a regular type of situation these days. Criminals are usually very sly kind of people. They're witty too. These guys just brought in some bad guy to the police department, but he chose exactly the right moment to escape. Looks like it was a while since this guy slept last. Apparently, he tries very hard not to fall asleep. He really gives it his best, but no man can do without sleep for too long. I mean, even strong coffee wouldn't help him at this point. Now that's not just any tornado, it's a big ass tornado, and it's dangerously close to whoever was filming it. Nothing out of the ordinary here, just two girlfriends. They probably had some kind of beef, if you'd pardon the pun. But the girl in pink pants seems to be annoyed with her friend for one reason or another. Offended by such rude behavior on the part of her friend, the cow turned around and left. After that, Pink Pants kept shouting curses. Sad to see their relationship take such a blow. Sometimes you have very deep thoughts in your head, like when you're in a meditative state. You don't want to practice that while riding a bike though. Well, you see the consequences. If this was a truck though, the boom barrier would be smashed into pieces. Ever seen a bike this big? I don't think it's very comfortable, but it's certainly good for city tours. You can really see things from up there, and it's fun for people around. They say meeting a famous person on a tube is very improbable, although Keanu Reeves was spotted underground many times. This hairy lady appears to be under the influence of some heavy drugs, and she probably feels like it's the right time to unleash her enormous potential. After all, there are many cameras down there, all pointed at her, no doubt. As we already know, even petty thieves should be able to think at least to some minimal extent, otherwise they just make fools of themselves. Check out this guy. So, he steals that lady's purse and runs away with it, but then, seeing that he left his bike, the woman decides to have it for herself. Very clever move, isn't it? You steal my purse, I steal your bike. Equals equals. This is so ridiculous. This guy's lawnmower got tired of performing the same task over and over again and decided to leave for good. Just look at him running like crazy. He's like, "Get back, I'll treat you well, baby, I promise." Some doctors have very good sense of humor. Everyone needs time to rest at work. Okay, and so the last footage is about a wheel from hell. Check out the speed, you guys. It's crazy. It's like this wheel knows exactly where it's going. Yep, it was heading exactly towards that man sitting in that chair. This is no random coincidence, telling you guys. So what about you? Have you ever managed to capture something real interesting and bizarre like that? Tell me about it, and don't forget to press the like button if you like this video. Subscribe and check out some more of our videos. Thank you for watching, and see you later!